So guys, touchdown in Salou. We've been up since like 1 a.m, so we're surviving off like 4 hours sleep. Ideal. Don't know why I booked such an early flight. And to top it off, we can't get in the Airbnb until 3, 4. So we've dropped our suitcase off at a baggage thing, and we're walking to a cafe now to do some work and to chill. I might get my beard done as well. But so far, it's actually pretty nice. We've got a load of work to catch up on. It is my birthday as well, forgot about that, but got a load of work to catch up on, so we're going to box off some check-ins here in the cafe. And then hopefully by then, we should be able to head to the Airbnb. I've got Megan with her triple XL bag. What? Yeah, we are matching now. Got my own one. Fuller yet sharper because you've just shifted a load of fluid. All that allostatic load that you were carrying, and we know that there's been some fucking funky town. Are you having? Apologies if you did hear me say fucking then. The music that they're playing is just ridiculous when I'm trying to work. You take me to funky town. So in the Friends flashback episode, where Chandler and Ross are at uni together, and Rachel and Monica go to their uni party, this song plays in the background. With Fat Monica.
Fat Monica?
Yeah. Because she's fat back then. Rachel always pre-nose job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look at Trevi Fountain.
Your mic's not on.
So we made it to the apartment. Absolutely beautiful view of the Mediterranean Sea. Show you now. Look at this. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. The only issue is we've undone the lockbox. There's no key in there, so I've knocked on the door. There's a couple staying in there. They've been here since yesterday, and they leave tomorrow. So yeah, we've got no apartment ATM. So brilliant day. Finally got into the Airbnb 45 minutes later. Sent us to 701. There was no key there at 701, so we had to wait for the manager to come. But we're in, and it is stunning, to be fair. So it was worth the wait. Check out the pad. Very nice bedroom. Lovely kitchen. Bathroom is extremely nice as well. Then we go into the front room. Just the 20-inch TV.
20?
Just joking. And stunning balcony and view. Not done a bad job, to be fair. So obviously, due to the nature of the day, we are a little bit behind on work. We've got like 3-4 check-ins left to do. They're all off-season, so it's not like they need urgent attention or changes, you know, realistically. When it comes down to an off-season, like, as long as they're done in the day, you can make the changes, the necessary changes the next day. But yeah, today's been a nightmare, so I'm a little bit behind. But the view is absolutely stunning, the Airbnb is absolutely stunning, so can't complain. Megan's making me some pasta with chicken instead of chicken and rice. I've just macro swapped it for pasta because they only had basmati rice, and I'll only eat jasmine really. I'm not a basmati guy, to be fair. And then Jack flies out and lands tomorrow. So hopefully we can get a session in with Jack, his final session, and look at him post-workout. That would be wicked. We just need to liaise times and sort times out there. I think the bodybuilding gym, Valhalla full stop. I think it looks okay. I don't think we're going to get anything mega, but I think it looks okay. So hopefully we get to see Jack. Yeah, I'm looking forward to spending some time here. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully we can get a great result with Jack. Like, Jack works immensely hard, and we're, you know, very close as well from a coach-client relationship. Like, I really, really get on with Jack, and I just hope we can do the business this weekend. We're doing everything we can. He's like maybe £2 sharper, which you might think £2 isn't loads, but when you're already very, very lean, that £2 is absolutely brutal. And his physique looks better for it. And I've always said to him, even in the off-season, I was like, the leaner you get, the better you look. The more body fat Jack has, the worse he looks. The bigger he looks when he's lean, like he really, really comes alive. Granted, everyone in photos when leaner will potentially look bigger, but he really does come alive when he gets leaner. And even these £2, I've just transformed his physique, so hopefully should be in for a pretty good weekend. The temptation to not say yes, guys, because everyone just takes a piss out of me for saying yes, guys, so much. Yes, guys. It's Alex, the apparent quiet one from Love Island. First full day in Salou. We have been boxing off a lot of morning check-ins. Thursday, I have loads of prep clients checking in. Pretty much most people are checking in twice a week now, unless their prep's just going so swimmingly that it's like, nah, we don't need to. So I'm frequently touching base with people across the week, and Thursday's like really, really heavy for that, for a lot of prep clients. His plans is work. Firstly, we need to go and get some more water, because it's bottled water only here. Have meal one, work, pre-workout, go train. Hopefully at some point touch base with Jack, but he is landing late. Jack's woken up looking fantastic. I'll bang some photos on the screen now of how Jack has woken up. A pound up from yesterday after that first day of loading, which I think was about 750 carb. I've put a little bit more in today. A couple of extra rice cakes going in pre-workout. Because as we've got a little bit leaner, you can feel a little bit harder. So very much looking forward to seeing the finished product here. But yeah, very much looking forward to the day ahead as well.
What I have to do at work, I have to reverse into the lift.
What is it?
B. I don't know. You up? Got it.
So, session done at Valhalla. What? Valhalla. Spent 50 minutes fighting for my life to try and get on the arguably top 3 worst kit I've ever been on. However, the goal was to not get injured, and I managed to get a ridiculous pump, which I can only put down to fluid, retaining a shit ton of fluid from the heat, and also a load of salt that I had pre-workout, because we're on a tub of like not so finely grinded salt. But yeah, chest and triceps done. It was just a press, fly, push downs, extensions, laterals. Back for another block of work before we have a meal together. Yeah, we'll go this way. Before we have a meal together, and then head out potentially for a little Coke Zero by the sea and a little walk. So some other important information that I've got to say was that turns out that Jack is on stage on Sunday. Not sure how we have managed to get that wrong. Well, we weren't given the time slots for quite a long period of time, and we found out through the tanning slots that Jack is now on stage Sunday. Now, Jack had some high days over the weekend. We've now brought him back down for another stint of fat loss, and yesterday was his first high day, so we were doing 2 full high days, Wednesday, Thursday, half a high day Friday, and then just drying off through into Saturday. Now, just as Jack was about to take off, midway through the second high day, we have found out that he's on stage Sunday. The organisation from the show, to be fair, has been horrific if this is the time that we found out. But regardless, we've stopped this high day. We've now turned it into a moderate day, in which we're going to turn tomorrow into a moderate high day, and then do the same Saturday, half a high day, and then dry off. So we've had to change the peak mid-peak, which is always very optimal. So the look should be fine. We should have saved it, thankfully, in time, because we'd have turned up Saturday and he'd would have been dried off, ready to go, and he wouldn't even have been able to step on stage. So yeah, moderate day in for Jack. Final 2 meals have had a reduction in carbs, and we'll just crack on, kind of ad hoc the peak from here. We had 2 shows worth of data. We know exactly what lands Jack at his best look, and now it's all gone out the window and we're going to have to ad hoc it, so fantastic.
Hello. They can't hear me. 'Cause I haven't got a mic.
Quarter turn. It's whatever you feel more comfortable in, bro.
Apparently you only have to do one side, but I want it's better to practice for both, isn't it?
I have seen Jack do both.
He has done both.
Yeah. And I've seen Jack KC do both in Classic. They go make him do them both sides.
Yeah.
Depends what they want on the day, I think. Yeah, it'll do. Side try. Should have to be get in and out job. Sure. That's better now. Yeah, you look lean again, bro.
Right, ignore everything I just said.
Quarter turn. Side chest. And then abs, obliques, air out. Good. Good. Side try. We'll do ab shot. Foot doing it. Good morning, guys. Coming at you again from the balcony, where we're just chilling, doing some check-ins. I didn't actually film yesterday because I am a useless twat who just forgets to film. But I did get a little bit of footage of Jack post-workout. So we did go see Jack yesterday. We trained back and buys. Jack just did another pump. And we saw him post-workout, in which he's looking good. He's looking good. Obviously we've had to adjust the peaks. So Wednesday we loaded pretty hard with 750 carb. Thursday we did about 550. Yesterday we did about 375, which is still like double Jack's regular food. And today we've put in about 250-ish, 300 in the first portion of the day before we start to dry off overnight into tomorrow. But yeah, all in all, peak's been saved. All is good. Very much looking forward to tomorrow. It's been a lovely trip so far. We've not been out for food or anything as of yet. We are planning on going out for some food tonight, me and Megan. Get some paella. Let's get some meat alongside it. And yeah, just to enjoy some time being out in the sun as well. So off on our way to see Jack in person. Midway through one day out, The reason why I'm going over to see him is because I'm going to put some photos up here, and that is the difference of like 36 hours. Nothing's changed. We haven't done anything yet. We haven't started drying off yet. We've not really changed food. We've not really changed water. We've not really changed salt. What's happened is we've managed stress. So obviously he flew in, which is travel's a stress. Coming to a climate that's 12 degrees hotter every day. He had registration, which he was there for like 5 hours. He did like 16,000 steps, loads and loads of stress going on. And Jack never thought he was stressed. And that's something really, really to be mindful of in peak weeks as well, is you might not feel stress, but subconsciously and going on behind the scenes, the individual can be and the body is. And so now he's starting to respond and get better and better and better. And that's by doing nothing but telling him to not move today, chill out, stay out the sun, stay in some nice aircon, just chill, and his body's getting better. So we're going to go over now to see if he needs a little bit more food, because obviously he's now in a responsive state where he can hack more food before we start drying off later this evening into tomorrow. Yeah, you look really, really full now, Jack. So on the maps. Out the air out. There we go. There we go. That's better. Hit your front double again.
Because she was like, you wouldn't, I'd have to put you down at midnight, so you'd wake up at 5. If I put you down at 10, you'd wake up at 3, and that's too early for me to start my day. Whereas
Back into your front relax.
Or like my dad goes to bed at 10 and then wake up at 5.
Nice, really good. Really good. You look, look. So, a little update firstly after seeing Jack. Looks really, really good. Just so much better. Just by making him do nothing, sitting in some aircon, pulling stress down. It's actually worked in our favour that he's on tomorrow, to be fair. And this is a big tip, and you'll agree with this, I'm sure. Nodding already. She agrees. Big tip to any competitor competing abroad: if you can get the time off work and financially you can, get there as early as possible, because there's nothing better than being settled than establishing a good supermarket and foods, and just having a little base camp for a few days to, if it's hot, acclimatise to that weather, or in general just to set up a base camp and chill out and not be panicking, not have to rush the registration straight away, not have to decide where food's going to come from. If you've got enough, gives you a few days to really settle. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, she agreed from the start. And then tonight we've gone out for some food. We were sport for choice, because we are in our Airbnb is lovely, but we're on the strip. So as you can imagine, if you want a tequila sunrise, you can get one anywhere. But if you want a good paella, we've got to travel. So we walked round the corner to the one highest on TripAdvisor, and it was a Spanish restaurant which did sushi, burgers, gyoza. So when they're doing every cuisine possible, it's probably not going to be the best way. But Megan insisted, so we got some sushi. On my first roll, I nearly pulled my teeth out with a bit of shell, so that was fantastic. Sent that back to the kitchen. And instead of coming back and just saying either I'm lying or A, I'm lying, B, the shell is from the shrimp in the sushi, they decided to blame it on the shells that were hanging up above the kitchen, and said that because the sushi was sat there on the side, some shell must have fallen off the decoration into my sushi. So that's ideal. Then we got a paella, and you had paint.
Yeah.
Paint in yours.
Like paint in it.
Just paint. So we sent that back.
Them.
Yeah, sure.
We tried to see what the sushi looked like.
Yeah.
And she kept saying, that's sweet potato.
Yeah.
That is sweet potato.
And I'm going, no,
yeah,
it's
but
shell.
It's a shell.
Teeth. So we sent that all back, and
it's a sauce with a side of sushi.
And this is why we don't really eat out, to be fair. People may think we're boring, but I'm never really that satisfied a lot of the time. Are you? You ever majorly impressed?
No.
Most of the time, just let down, and it wasn't cheap. We didn't pay, but it wasn't cheap either. A lot of time you just €18 for the sushi and nearly €30 for the paella, which was basically Uncle Ben's Mexican rice fried to a pan with paint in, so a bit of Julex as seasoning. What? So no,
You got to laugh.
this is why we don't eat out, and we may as well just cook something. So we've come back, and Megan's gonna cook some chicken pasta. I'm gonna finish up some work. Megan can't eat it because she's gluten free.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have chicken pasta. Megan's gonna have
I'm gonna go to
chicken,
bed.
and it's show day tomorrow, guys. So
I might jump on stage at this point.
that's a ramble. This is why we don't eat out, because we're just disappointed every time, and it's much better when we just cook something at home. We're home birds.
So you know what? Can you think of the last time we ate out and we were like,
Wow, that's worth it.
jaw on the floor?
Jaw on the floor. So we're going to wrap up tonight and eat some scraps, and we'll see you tomorrow for show day. So, final morning in the glorious sun with a oat milk coffee, waiting for my laptop to turn on, because my laptop is a heap of shit, and unfortunately you can't get a Cybex or an Nautilus laptop, so it's not really worth buying for me. I only really buy equipment that's Cybex or Nautilus. I'm not a fan of the heat at all. I just melt in the heat, and I'm pretty uncomfortable in it as well, to be fair, when it's really, really hot. Right, this is beautiful. This level of temperature in the morning first thing, and being able to sit out here and look out here is pretty beautiful. That will be missed. Anyway, show day. Jack has woken up. About 5:30 we got up to assess Jack to begin with, and he looks fucking sensational. Dried off beautifully across the night. We pushed a load of food in yesterday as well. We kept fluid super high. We didn't cut fluid. We took it into Pete Max in the background. We had a little bit of a sodium taper, and he's woken up super full. The driest has been a couple of pounds up from our sharpest, our lowest weighing as well. So we've not hit a new low, which every other show do, we've hit a new low, but we've loaded for many days, and we've woken up shrink wrapped. Go on then, I'll bang some shots up right now. We've fed ProFat, put some fluid in. We're now having our first carbohydrate meal at 8 o'clock. Jack's on stage about 1, we believe. So we're going to feed at 8 and 11 with bigger caloric dense carb meals, which is ESM rice pudding in cement fashion with jam, honey, a little bit of fruit, some salt, and again some more fluid to continue to stay hydrated in this heat. So we're going to wrap up some morning work, which is some setups to do, just try and get ahead. We will finish them off later as well, and then we'll be heading over to the venue ourselves. Megan has just kindly prepared our meals for the day. Some chicken, some rice, some oats, just to keep us ticking along the day. She's a godsend. I wouldn't be able to do a lot of what I do without her, because she is just always helping and doing whatever she can. So I'm very grateful for her. So yeah, show day. Let's see what today brings. So when I say rice pudding cement, this is how low volume of food you can make it.
We don't do half measures. Do it properly.
Fucking hell.
Please, sir, can I have some?
So final proper meal going in. We've got 60 rice pudding,
60 rice pudding,
40 jam, 40 honey, 20 dark chocolate, and 2 grams of salt. No need for any whey or protein right now. Super low volume. We've got a mixture of some slower-ish carbs, which is super easy on the gut. We've got a bit of fructose, some jam, dark chocolate, bit of salt, sits perfectly. Then pre-stage we'll just have some highly built cyclic detection and some pump product. Also, not a bad backstage area, because most shows the backstage area is fucking tiny, where this has actually got a little bit of wiggle room. A little bit of wiggle room. So it's nice to not be cramped up, and it's actually really cool back here as well, so that's fantastic because it's roasting outside. Oh, you look good. Front shot. Ab shot. Beautiful. Side chest. Bro, you are absolutely bursting at the seam. Let's go, Jack.
From Denmark, Zara Sahid from Slovakia, Patrick Matt from Azerbaijan.
Hey.
Side chest, side chest.
Then on his right, I want to...
Relax. Side intercostal.
So, we are done at the show. That live stream has got a horrific static sound. We're done at the show. Jack came 6th. Tough to take, but not. The top 3 were absolutely outstanding. You'll probably see from the video. Absolutely outstanding. 4th, 5th, then Jack. I'd have had Jack 4th, but 4th and 5th were very similar to 1, 2, 3. So you can't argue it, you know, whatever. 6th, 4th, whatever. Same difference, really, right? But the most important thing, and what anyone watching this should take away as a bodybuilder, as a coach, is the best look does not always get the best placing. And this was hands down the best look of prep for Jack. It was sublime. The peak was perfect. We had 2 previous peaks with data to go off. Then we had to ad hoc the peak anyway, using as much as previous data as we can, and ad hocing it, eyeballing it, and it was perfect. He looked so good, better and better and better throughout the day, and he pumped up and he was just fucking primed. But he got his worst place in, arguably in the best lineup he's been in. But that's bodybuilding, and you can't dictate who turns up on the day. And also, it's a fucking world's lineup. It's world championship. They're gonna be fucking good. So if you take one thing away from this video, it is that you need to be content and happy with your placing, content and happy with your physique, and then bring in the best package. We all go to win. Me as a coach, I want to win every show. As an athlete, you want to win every show. But in bodybuilding, you can't dictate and control winning. You can't dictate and control who turns up, and you can't dictate and control what the judges want. But you can dictate and control bringing the best you. And if you've brought the best you, that's all you can do, and you should be happy with it. And we are elated with the look today. We're elated with how prep's gone. It has been a pretty much perfect prep. It has been seamless. We managed it from the off-season to pre-prep to the off-season again. It was super efficient. We go and grow. If Jack's got more muscle, he's undeniable. He's undeniable, bro. Even his stat lineup is undeniable. No, but if Jack gets more muscle with his aesthetics, with his posing, with his midsection, then he'll do fantastic, and it won't be long until he's on that world stage taking top threes and wins. So we're back now. We've had to come back from the show because we've got an early flight tomorrow. I've got a lot of work to do still. So what we've done is we've bought the live stream to watch the rest of the show and watch AJ in the final class of the day, because I really did want to watch and stay and support him, but it's just not feasible for us with how early our flight is and how much work I've got to do. So we've got the live stream, so we're gonna sift through some work now, and then we'll watch the bodybuilding at the end. And surprise, surprise, I forgot to round out the video. We are home. We've been home 2 days. We flew back Monday morning, and we had a fantastic time out there. It was really nice, obviously, to go out, Pete Jack in person, see him on stage, go to the show. But it was also really nice to do exactly what we do at home, but in a hot, nice country. So I worked every single day. Our routine was the same. We trained. We actually rested one extra day just because the gym wasn't great, and we didn't really want to go do legs there, just because of how busy it was and the kit. So we have smash legs tonight. But yeah, it was really nice to just go and live our normal routine and do our normal thing in a nice hot country. We've come home, and now I require fans in this country because it is so fucking hot here as well. So it's not too bad. We've acclimatized to the hot heat now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you're enjoying these weekly vlogs, and they're better than daily ones. And yeah, like, subscribe. If you want to inquire for coaching, the link is down below, and we'll see you in the next one.